Welcome back, everybody. We are joined with Dusty Litster, who is with High School Rewind, and we're going to talk a little sports. I know that someone over here is getting super excited, but before we do,
oh, do you want to talk makeup with Dusty?
A little bit.
Want to
no,
talk
better.
about dolls?
We're going to talk babies. Dusty just had a baby, so tell me, what did you guys have?
We had a little girl. It's our second. Our oldest is Reagan, who's 2, and then we just had a little girl. We named her McKinley.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So girls are named after presidents, and the boys will be after athletes. So
that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Good, strong names.
I want your son to be Stockton, and your next son Malone, and then your son Hornacek.
Oh, perfect. I thought about Stockton to Malone Litster, but she wasn't really buying on that.
She didn't like that?
No, I don't want a problem.
Did you catch her when she was coming out of the drugs? Because that's a good time.
That's a better idea than what I was thinking.
So everything went well with the delivery, mom and baby
Everybody's
are home?
great. Mom and baby are home and doing well, and so she's just eating, sleeping, and making messes and stuff, so everything's great.
Fantastic.
You're covering most sportscasters. Dusty, how long have you been calling games?
I've been calling games since I started in high school in 2002, but here locally since 2005. I've covered high school sports since then and done football, baseball, basketball, wrestling. I've done rugby, the National Rugby Tournament back in 2009, done a little bit of NBA D-League stuff, and so I've been around for a while. It's been a long time and a lot of fun.
What's your favorite?
Football, by far. Football is my absolute favorite. I coached baseball. I love doing baseball, but football is my favorite sport to call.
Why is it?
Football to me is it's my favorite sport since I was a kid growing up, and it's the play. It's all the different things and a chance to, something happens and there's a chance to talk about it a little bit and those type of things, but football's, I guess, the new Americana,
Football has become bigger, and this is going to sound insane, but might be the biggest thing there is. And look at it from a television standpoint. 19 of the top 20 rated TV shows, including the Oscars, including everything, was football last year.
Absolutely. Well, and you think about it, beat MASH. So the Super Bowl 3 years in a row is beating the MASH, the last episode.
Yeah. Typically there are 100 million people, but if you look at NBC from, I hate to be a little bit inside TV here, NBC just spent so much money on Sunday Night Football, and that has saved their whole network.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so Monday Night Football, the numbers are insane, and football has become the biggest thing because women now love the sport.
My mom, my whole life growing up, she loves all things sports. All my guy friends, I think we were going to go out, go watch a movie. Marlene would be like, hey, I'm ordering pizza, everybody. And I'd be stuck. And I think that's partially why I don't like sports, Marlene. Just kidding. I got stuck at home.
And you have a couple former relatives who are in the NFL.
I do. Thank you for. I do. We have some. You know those athletes. They have a hard time staying true. But anyway, so they were here for a hot minute, and long enough while I was growing up, I ended up on the 50-yard line, asking my sister when we could go shopping. Probably more than I should have at some pretty awesome games.
That's awesome.
My dad was a season ticket holder for the Detroit Lions. Okay. And we had seats on the 50-yard line. However, they were at the top of the stadium, the worst seats in the house. And you know how parents can kind of con kids. He told me these were the best seats because you got the best angle to look down.
Absolutely, you got to see everything as it was happening.
No, they were the worst seats in the house because we were the last row at Tiger Stadium in the worst possible seats.
Especially those seats are about that big.
Oh yeah, they were not designed for the the 2014 consumer. Now you and I talked about a game that I had a privilege of doing for another company, and that was the Bingham Brighton game during the regular season, which became a precursor for the state championship game just a month later. That Bingham program is amazing.
It absolutely is. It's one of the best programs in the country. This year they're going to be going and playing against Bishop Gorman, who is a powerhouse in Nevada. They can't stop Bishop Gorman in every sport, and they're going to head down there and play them. And Bingham is an absolute pipeline of Division I athletes.
I will be at that game. I used to do the games for Bishop Gorman.
Okay.
So I spoke at their banquet. Yeah, I spent a lot of years. I started out doing high school sports in Nevada.
Yeah, so in that game, you'll probably have probably close to about 20 Division I athletes playing that one game. So Bingham is an absolute powerhouse in the state of Utah, the reigning 5A champion.
And it's almost unfair because Bishop Gorman is almost like Juan Diego here or Judge. Not almost. They're both, the two programs I mentioned are Catholic schools, and they can recruit from anywhere in the state. And Gorman has people move from out of state to go there. It's a Catholic school. They've got a football stadium that looks like a college stadium. And they have 5 games a year on national TV.
Yeah, so they're very good. And people in the state of Utah know them because of basketball mainly. Jonathan Tavenari went to BYU, and right now Anson Winder, who went to BYU, also went to Bishop Gorman. So a big opportunity for Bingham. They played on big stages before. They went to Texas and played at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. It was the first non-NFL game to be played. Well, I guess it was the weekend of BYU, Oklahoma in 2009. So they'd been on these stages before. So it'll be a lot
One of the great BYU wins in program history.
Absolutely. I was on the sideline for that game.
Yeah,
so it was a good one.
That was a good one. We could talk forever, but want to talk real quick. Let's take it back to High School Rewind. You guys have a very unique show that allows the fans to watch the games and the game only. Can you explain how that works?
Absolutely. So what we wanted to do is take football, because it's so good, and the reason football's so great is made for TV. You can take it from start to start so easily. And so instead of asking people to go back and rewatch a 2.5-hour high school football game that they might not be invested in, we cut it all down. It's about 40 to 50 minutes. On a really good game might hit an hour, but you see every single play, you can see all the players, and really we try to make it about them. It's fully commentated. We got great talent around us. I'm one of the play-by-play guys. We have terrific guys that do an outstanding job and put their homework in and get to know these kids and get to know what's going on. So you can watch play-to-play. You don't have to wait. We don't try to make it about us. We want to make it about the kids and get to see all those great athletes. In the state of Utah, we have a number of Division I athletes, 40 to 50 players a year are going to sign and go play somewhere. A lot of them go play at Weber State even. So just terrific talent in the state. So a chance to watch them and not have to invest a complete evening to get to know them.
Oh, it's wonderful, and the whole production team does a fantastic job, and it's great from someone like me who just moved back in-state, because I can get a feel for the games and really enjoy what you guys do, and it's a real benefit to the community, and Comcast is doing a great job in the community to sponsor this.
Absolutely. Comcast they foot the bill on it. They're really what we do. We're a contract for them, and they're outstanding. They're committed to what they're doing here in the community and putting these kids on and allow us to go out and do that, allow someone like myself to live out a dream and be around sports. And
you do a great job. And Holly, the one statistic that I love is that 90% of kids who are involved in extracurricular activities graduate.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
In the state of Utah, we do a tremendous job of that.
Yeah.
Hey, Dusty, thanks so much for visiting us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
We'll come on and we'll talk more, reality TV next time you're here.
Oh,
we'll
terrific.
kick Trip off.
Yeah. Any segment we don't talk about the Kardashians is a good one. We'll be back after the short break.